you doing, everybody, and welcome to NinjaToons, where the martial arts meets the creative arts. I'm Michael Voog, the Art Ninja, and this is another 2-minute tip, how to draw a realistic eye. So welcome back for another Tuesday 2-minute tip. Today we're focusing on how to draw a realistic eye, and this request comes from one of my students, Olive, who was taking one of our step-by-step classes and asked, how do I draw a realistic eye? Can you teach me? So here we go. I got 2 minutes to show you how to draw a realistic eye. So a common mistake when people draw a realistic eye is they'll get the almond shape, they'll get the line above and below like this. Okay? And they get that good, and then they put in the pupil, or the iris, and then they'll put in the pupil, and then they'll want to put in all these eyelashes. And sometimes they even put in awesome highlights on here, and they'll get the iris like that, and they'll color in the pupil, and all of this looks, all this looks pretty good, but it almost looks like the eyeball is just staring at you. So that's a little creepy. So remember that your eyeball sits inside of your skull, inside that eye socket. So the first thing is taking that idea of the almond, and you want to have the eyelid wrap around the sphere, which is your eyeball. And because it's tucked into the eye socket and inside of our eyelids, there's a significant portion of the eyeball that's hidden behind the eyelids. So this is the first thing here. You can still use that almond shape. The next thing is when you're drawing in your iris, okay, you can draw in the iris here, but remember that the eyelid is covering, when you have a relaxed eye, the eyelid's gonna cover a portion of that. And then you can continue on with your pupil, okay, and all of that looks good so far, and you can add in your highlights if you want to put in, some highlights in there. Okay. The next thing is drawing in the folds of skin. Okay, so there's some folds of skin that go around our eyelash because it's not completely closed. As it opens, we're gonna have a little bit of skin fold there on the top and the bottom, and then we have the bone socket. So right up here is where the eyeball is protected by our brow. So this eyeball sits within this brow bone. Next thing is for our eyelashes. You don't need to draw every individual eyelash. That's a common mistake. Again, I guess it just depends on how realistic you want the drawing to be, but for the most part, you can group together your eyelashes like this and just give it a value, right, to show your eyelashes all together. And then you have your eyelashes at the bottom, and again, you can darken them like that. Then you have a shadow that the eyelash casts onto the eyeball. So if you have this shadow going across your eyeball, because the light is striking the eyelash, there's gonna be a little bit of a shadow that comes over your eyeball here, like this. And you also have your tear duct right here. Okay? Then you can darken in your pupil. And there's a lot of reflective light that can happen in here too, highlights that are coming in. And then you have your iris, which by just varying up some spots in there, and you have that. Last thing is your eyebrow. And that's gonna be down here on the brow bone. It's gonna go over the brow bone and then come back on top like this. So this is where you see, especially like in makeup or brow shaping, you have your eyebrow that's coming up here like this, up and over. And there's other values that are gonna affect like shadows that are underneath here on the brow bone. So we can cross hatch like this to get some darker values in here. Okay. But there's a difference between drawing a more realistic eye and then the typical eye that we think we draw from just our own memory. So I hope you've enjoyed this 2-minute tip on Tuesday. If you did, make sure you strike that like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, smash that subscribe button. And then let us know in the comments section below, what's another 2-minute tip you'd like to see us address? Until next time, guys, remember your ABCs, always be creating, make it a great day, and stay tuned for more videos. Arigato.